James Helder for iFILM London. I'm in the Roxy today in central London for the premiere of Who Needs Enemies. With me I've got two of the cast, Mark McKELL and Ian Pirie. Alright guys?
I'm very good.
I'm very good, yeah, thank you.
It's nice to meet you today for the first time.
Yeah. It's Michael, by the way.
What did I say?
Mark.
I'm sure I said Michael. I really am. We'll introduce this again. We'll let this run, but just for the sake of my own personal integrity.
Right.
With me I've got Michael McKELL and Ian Pirie. Alright guys?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Very good.
Glad we got there in the end. How much can you tell me about this movie?
Without giving too much away of the plot, it's a guerrilla filmed brick gangster movie with a bit of a twist.
Indeed, indeed. Ian, what was it like to work on? And directorial debut from, getting terrible with names today, Peter Stiller. What was his direction like?
It was very good, actually. He left us a lot of the time to our own devices, which was good because we're all quite experienced actors. And he was very mellow, quite laid back, which is good for a first-time director because he's learning from us as well because he's doing it for the first time. But he's got a really keen eye, I think. He's a very good scriptwriter. And yeah, for a first-time director, I thought he did quite a decent job of it, you know.
What was the DOP like? Did he have any input? Did he help the director out? Mark, if I can bring you in on this one, sir.
Andre Gavir is a brilliant genius of a man. Look up a book called Beauty and Decay. He can light a room with candles. He's a fantastic... I mean, I'm sure the film's going to really be advantaged by his work.
This film aside, I want to ask you guys what else you've been up to quite recently, if that's okay, if we can talk to that a little bit. Mark, can you give us an insight to what you've been doing?
Yeah, I've been shooting Miss Marple in the nicest possible way, which is fun, working with lots of great British actors. And our friend here, go on, what have you been doing?
Ian Pirie, sorry, if I can just bring you in.
Well, I've been quite busy. You know, I've just done an American series called Da Vinci's Demons, working with David S. Goya, which airs in about a week's time in Britain. I'm a series regular in that, and I did a film with another independent film called I Am Soldier with Ronnie Thompson directing, and it's Noel Clarke, Tom Hughes. It's a great cast, and I did that about 2 months ago, and I've got a film coming out with Jason Statham, so I've been quite busy, fortunately, which is
very good.
So not too much going on then at your end.
That's all good.
No, it's all good. It's all good. But as I say, it's really nice to do these independent, low-budget things because you're always learning as an actor, and you're always. I mean, I've worked with Michael before. We both worked together, and for the first time, that's one of the reasons I think we both did it.
Yeah.
Is because we've worked before, but we've never actually done a movie or
We've been on separate days, missing each other on sets,
No,
etc.
we get some big scenes together. So, well, you'll see. But we've been friends for 10 years now. So it was great to actually work with a friend, but actually because I love his work.
I think these guys have pulled in quite a coup getting you into this film. I know it's quite a low budget they had for this film, the guys were telling us. So to have a few established actors amongst some of the up-and-coming actors, I think makes quite a big difference for this kind of film, you know?
I think it's very important. I mean, there's certain films like Clerks that were done very low budget, but that not anything like as low budget as we had in this. So I'll be, because I've not seen the film yet. I don't think Michael's seen the film.
Seen it.
I've seen the teaser trailer. I've heard some of the soundtrack, and the quality, the film quality anyway, is quite impressive. So I've got high hopes for it. You know.
Last question I want to ask you, for any aspiring actors out there, people who are applying their trade in short films and mostly some of the theatres notably around the country, what kind of advice would you give these kind of people aspiring to get maybe into some of the feature films and stuff?
You just got to do it. With technology now, there's so much available. It's a bit like how the music industry was a few years ago when suddenly you didn't need big studios, didn't need big record companies. Everything's attainable and it's achievable. You just got to make it happen.
That's a very valid point. And Ian, if I can again just come to you and ask you the same question.
You know, like Michael said, things are more accessible nowadays. There's a lot of talent out there to use their performances from. I will say, be yourself to start off, and it's always been the same. Try and be yourself in anything you do. And obviously, you've got your influences. You know, Michael's influence is obviously me.
I can tell that.
But yeah, be yourself and go for it. You know, don't be scared to try things out.
Well, guys, I want to thank you for talking to iFILM London for the first time today in your lives, and we look forward to catching up with you again soon.
Thank you very much, sir.
A pleasure. Thank you.
I must say, I look forward to going to see the film Who Needs Enemies, and well done, guys, for doing it and getting involved.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
This is James Helder with Michael McKELL and Ian Pirie for iFILM London. Steady on.
I am a bit drunk. I've only had one beer. Anyway.